Hey guys, it's Danielle and I am here to do my second book review. And today for my book review, it's going to be on Impossible by Komal Kant. I'm really on the fence about this book. There were definite things that I liked about it and there were some things that I didn't like about it. So here's a short summary. So this book takes place in Statland, Iowa, and it's a small town. And as some of you guys may know, living in a small town is really hard, especially if you're outside the norm. And so this story follows the point of view of not one person, but two people. And they are Ashton Summers and Luca Byrons. And these two people are actually next door neighbors and are ex-best friends. They used to be best friends before middle school, but unfortunately when Luca's father passed away, Luca kind of shoved Ashton out and because he didn't want to talk to her, and that's so frustrating. Guys, just open up, that's all we want. But Ashton, after months of trying to get Luca to speak to her, gave up and decided to move on with a new group of friends who are really mean people. And now the story opens and we're at our senior year in high school, and Ashton and Luca are on complete opposite ends of the popularity spectrum. Ashton's up here at the top of the screen and Luca is all the way on the bottom, and in some cases he wouldn't even be on the screen. So Ashton is the popular cheerleader, all the guys love her, but she's a real witch and she's just not a nice person. And then there's Luca Byrons, who dresses like he's going to attend a funeral every single day and wears more makeup than Ashton and is called a freak and a devil worshipper. Although, guys, it's okay, he's not a devil worshipper. They just call him that. And through no fault of anyone but her own, Ashton takes a tumble down the social ladder, and now she is located below Luca, and so she really wants to climb back up because she's completely obsessed with popularity. Like, her mind is so warped into thinking that if you're not popular, then your life is over. So after she has some conversations with Luca, he decides to overnight make himself over, and when Ashton sees him newly made over, sees him as a hot stud who can climb his way up the social ladder, and she wants to piggyback off him. So she proposes an idea to Luca that they'll pretend to be a fake boyfriend and girlfriend, and she'll become popular again. But fake relationships are supposed to equal fake feelings. However, this somehow turned into fake relationship equaling real feelings, which causes a lot of drama that you guys will just have to read if you so choose to. So the things that I liked about this book included that the people who are considered freaks are actually pretty decent people and nice people, so it shows that appearances aren't everything, and that just because someone's gorgeous on the outside doesn't mean that they're that great of a person. I also liked how sometimes Luca was this good guy, he had a good heart sometimes. There were some cases where he could be a real ass though, which kind of sucked and kind of ruined that part for me. And I also enjoyed that this story was well written in certain areas and it was descriptive, and that the story also used some language that was appropriate for seniors in high school. So here's what I didn't like about this story. In this story, I didn't like how Komal Kant painted Ashton as a total follower. It appears as if she can't make up her own mind, because all she does is follow around her best friend Kant and does whatever Kant says and pretty much bows at her feet. And so this really gets Ashton into a lot of trouble. But she still goes back to Kant even though that she knows that Kant is just out to hurt her, which is totally wrong. Another thing that I didn't like was that I thought that there was some guy code out there that said that if your best friend likes a girl, you don't go and hook up with her. But apparently this isn't the case. I mean, I know in girl code you could get into serious trouble for hooking up with some guy that your best friend likes. But I don't know, I guess it was okay because the friend didn't do anything about it. Another thing that I didn't like was how they painted popularity as this thing that Ashton had to have. Like, she couldn't live without it, and it was just weird to not be popular. Honestly, being popular isn't everything. I totally wouldn't worry about not being popular. So, the very last thing that I'm going to say that I didn't like about this book was that the characters made all these decisions, and yet they didn't want to deal with the consequences of their decision, which, as we all know, doesn't work out in real life. And all they would do in this story was complain and moan. And I'm sorry, but senior year in high school, I learned in physics that every action has an equal but opposite reaction, and you have to live with it. Laws of physics. I mean, they're seniors, they should be learning this. And so, yeah, those are some reasons why I like the book, some reasons why I didn't like the book. And this book would be considered a romance. It's sort of like an opposites attract thing, crossed over with a rekindling of best friends. And I love romance books, so that was a definite plus. So if you like romance books, you might want to look into it. If not, then this isn't going to be your cup of tea. But I hope that this review helped you guys to decide whether or not you might want to look into this book, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!